Stay on target.
So this is a great idea.
Can't afford to lose it if we want to find the weapon. It's hit. They're taking it.
This is all scripted, by the way. You have no control over anything right now.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about failing a flying section or something.
Oh wait, that's still coming.
Oh, great.
Because right about, okay, now you have control over the sled.
So this whole time we weren't like ensconced in anything. Like we were just, good lord, we are on like mini intruders. What the hell is wrong with the people of the Killzone universe?
Also, yeah, COMM, there's your date for when this is taking place. So 23, like 97.
I googled it. There's some weird crossover between the dates with Horizon and Killzone, so that if we're strictly going by the dates, then no, they couldn't be in the same universe. But dang it, I like to pretend. It's canon
It's
in
alternate
my head.
Earth.
Thank you. Thank you.
Control your pitch angle. Can you just face plant?
Yeah, if you, like, run into those, vapor trails from the meteors, you can get, like, really fucked up.
Oh, I just meant like going straight down.
Oh, God, no, I don't think you'd have that much control over it, but, this segment here, yeah, you can really face plant into stuff, as
did I just see a
evidenced by the
fade?
crossfade there.
Yeah.
Yep. So, there's a beautiful story behind this segment here, by the way. So, the first time either of us experienced this, Sally was behind the controls for it, and it took him like 15 tries to like even just get to like the final stage of this part. Like he just kept eating shit on like buildings and like power lines and stuff like that.
Crow's doing well here.
I'm not a building inspector or anything, but this doesn't look like really good construction. What happened?
I mean,
what did I miss? Why is this like this?
The whole Terracide at the end of
yeah, before we
Killzone
get into that,
3.
I'm just gonna say, like, in my defense, Crow's making this look easy, but like this section controls like shit.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh god, is it ever like... This is like 8 times for myself doing this, and this recording, but anyways, the punchline to that story was basically just... Sally throws the controller at me in a huff, and he's like, okay, you know, jackass, you're making all these comments, you're the guy who does the playing games, and you try to get through this, and I beat it on the first try.
Fucking anime jet planes.
My airbag!
I can see smoke from the crash.
So anyway, welcome back to Helgen.
Hold on, that was another crossfade. Did you fall off the building?
Oh god, no, I think I fucked something up spectacularly, and, like, probably cost myself, like, half an hour's worth of footage, so I was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm not putting anyone through that bullshit.
So it's been like, what, 8 years since we did this LP? For our viewers who are rejoining us, not for our fresh viewers, and for COMM benefit here, Crow, do you want to just remind us why Helgen looks like this?
Jimmer Hooper, move! Oh my god. Jesus, how many people were down there?
Okay, so, at the end of Killzone 3, Johann Stahl was gonna fly away to Earth with, a big giant petrocite gun strapped to,
A dinosaur.
a starship. Yeah, strapped to a dinosaur-shaped starship. And, Rico and Seb got the brilliant idea to drop a literal actual nuke on it in Helgen's upper atmosphere.
If you need a spare,
And so basically, you know, as a result of the giant petrocite explosion in Helgen's upper atmosphere, ignited all the latent petrocite in Helgen's crust and, like, you know, mantle and whatnot. So basically, it kind of ripped the planet in half and killed multiple billion people in an instant.
So like a Tuesday.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why everything is looking a bit like,
rough.
Yeah. And so now we're 30 years onward from that event in the timeline, so you add on that like the natural decay of things, of just like literally a dead planet just sort of crumbling away over the course of 3 decades.
I love that there's still atmosphere though, right? Like we're in here.
Yeah, there's atmosphere, and I mean, there's still buildings standing, sort of. They waited until we got back. There's a trash can. They waited until we got back to fall
exactly.
over.
But yeah, like you can still see like the horrifyingly brutalist architecture from like Killzone 2 and Killzone 3's incarnations of Helgen.
I like the small details, like the sign that said
And also-
danger, and the entirely intact office chair.
And also, if it wasn't readily apparent from the stage music in the last chapter, this chapter definitely, this is the part where of the soundtrack where Lorne takes over composing duties from Tyler Bates. Because Bates did all the music for the Vectin and ISA side of the game, and now Lorne takes over composing duties for the Helgen and New Helgen and Helgas side of the game. So like each section of the game, depending on where you are, has a different like audio like texture to it from the soundtrack.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty well. I appreciate that detail. Killzone's all about the details.
That can't be healthy.
And of course, the reason why our good buddy Joe the Man didn't do the soundtrack for Shadowfall was because at this very moment, relatively speaking, he was composing Horizon Zero Dawn's soundtrack. So he was kind of, otherwise busy.
A good soundtrack.
Although in a way, I do appreciate the fact that like this isn't like a Yoris Demand joint for the soundtrack, because like it really does give you the sense that like, yeah, like an entire generation of time has passed since Killzone 3. So like it even has a different sound aesthetic to it
This
than
ain't
like,
your daddy's
the games that you're
Killzone.
also fuck. Quite literally, because Lucas Kellan's dad is dead. So yeah, no, this is not his Killzone anymore. Also, here's some Max Payne bullshit without C. Jacobs here.
Can't see because of that lens flare.
But yeah, so this is what happens when you take 2 health packs at the same time. The first one will heal you, and then the second one throws you into like hyper adrenaline mode.
Drugs!
Although that does have the knock-on effect of yeah, you've used both of your healing packs, so you need to find another one really fast or you're gonna fucking die.
I do believe we showed it off in previous videos, but again, what was that, 10 years ago at this point?
Roundabout.
I do dig the vibe of this level. Everything falling apart, you're inhaling weird anti-gravity petricite fumes. There's mining drones continuing about their business.
I snorted cocaine and levitated.
Exactly, right?
Some good
Music's weird and uncomfortable. When we bum rushed through Killzone Shadowfall in a single evening. Like, fuck it, let's just play through it. And then I didn't touch it for years, and then we decided to LP it. And so a lot of the stuff's like, oh yeah, I guess we did that. I vaguely remember that, but like, I remember this level distinctly. Like all of it, I remember doing this. Like this level was impressive and memorable.
I actually played a lot of Killzone 2 multiplayer. Probably has the best sniper class, I think, of any shooty mans I've played, where if you don't move, you're literally invisible.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Killzone 2's multiplayer. I am sad that for our LP of it, we never actually got that off the ground. It was fun.
Yeah, no, like the humiliation of the Killzone 1 multiplayer Safari was enough
my
for
plan
me.
was to do. It was going to be a feature where Crow and I would get on the servers And I was okay at it. Crow had never played it, and so we would call the segment Saving Private Crow. And we'd just get in the war zone and I'd try and keep him alive. But I think the servers were shut down while we were making the LP. I don't remember why we didn't do it, but yeah, we weren't able to get the videos timely enough to follow through, sadly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it was a scheduling and timing issue. Because, like, I know I did, like, I dabbled in the Shadowfall multiplayer a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
So did I when
for
it
the
first
game.
came out.
And, like, yeah, like, just like Killzone 2 and Killzone 3, multiplayer in Shadowfall is a completely different beast from, like, single-player Killzone Shadowfall. Also, why the fuck would you put one of those things at the top of an elevator shaft? It's a spider drone deployer canister thing.
Well, you know, sometimes you want your elevator infested with spider drones.
And also, for that matter, I literally can't tell the way the building is oriented if that was actually the top of the elevator shaft or the bottom. Anyway, here's a plot door.
Was this Braddock Academy?
Or not.
I was gonna say, this looks awfully familiar.
Looked awfully familiar.
Yeah, the way it completely collapsed like that, I sure fucking hope it was.
Let's not slow down. We're not far from the crash site. Visari was younger than I am now. To see your home destroyed, everything taken away from you, I can't imagine what that must have been like for her.
Hera wasn't even on Helgen at the time of the Terracide, so she probably had no fucking idea, but anyway. Because, like, that's an actual part of the lore of the game, like, immediately after Visari gives his big fuck you ISA speech and then blows up Pyrrha City, like, Hera Visari is just, like, shipped off of Helgen and spends the rest of the war on a Helgas-friendly colony.
Watch. You know, like, there are videos in the Killzone universe. She could watch a news feed.
I suppose.
She may not be literal in that sense when she said that line.
Somebody YouTube it!
Yeah, what do they call YouTube in the Killzone universe?
Yeah. Like KillTube. I mean, there is that N-Work 1 that keeps showing up all across Shadowfall as like it's sort of CNN analog.
What are you shooting at there?
I shot a robot.
Yeah, I shot the carrier drone there to get it to drop the petrocite canister without blowing it up. Because those things actually do take a couple of hits to, like... And then, of course, for all of my trouble trying to do that sweet move, there's one parked immediately there by the receptacle that had the second one just waiting for me.
Well, at least you were, I don't know, prepared. That's good. Good for you.
Yeah. And even then, the one that I need to blow up already has a petrocite canister in there, so, like, again, like, I've just done so much work for absolutely nothing.
Nice.
And...
Well done, Crow. Oh, and
Yep.
Al couldn't even reach you.
I did not... Oh, dropping from that height, I don't even think, like, Owl was even an option. And also, yeah, as you can see, because I'm holding the petrocite canister, I can't even deploy Owl right now, so...
That doesn't seem like a really good design thing. You should be able to just be like, hey, robot, my hands are full, I'm dying, but I can't call you because my hands are full.
Yeah, no, there's some, like really obvious, like, blind spots in this game for stuff like that.
Look at that prototype Ted Faro bot.
Yeah, these, like, horrifying, like, Helgas Sentinels that are just basically, like, mini maulers, effectively.
I do believe, just thinking back on the very first video, there actually was in the room of tiny child Kellan. Like a little... what do you call it? Like a little, like, assemblable model prototype of, like, a Horizon robot. Because they were developing this at the same time, so they were like dropping Easter eggs at the beginning of the game. It's like a little toy that looks like a stalker in one of the corners.
Yeah, it was like a little like a hologram of it just there, like on top of like his bookshelf or something.
It was a nice touch. Did you burn all your med packs just to?
Did you just splash damage yourself?
You burnt all your med packs to splash damage
and
yourself.
not only. Yeah.
I like
not
to
only
shoot
that,
rockets at my feet.
Yep. Not only that, I blew an entire like rocket launcher into that thing, and it's still not dead yet.
Can you use Owl?
Like, you honestly think Owl's like little piddly minigun is gonna do a damn thing against that thing? Like, this is like probably 3 or 4 test-light grenades, an entire rocket launcher, plus all of its reloads, and now I'm gonna use the pulse rifle on it, the railgun, to see if, okay,
well, I mean,
will
if
this
you hit
do anything?
The bot instead of your feet, might have done something.
Like, you can see, like, it's on its last legs at the very least, but my god. And, like, I haven't even gotten around yet to, like, even, like, thinking about trying to take out the Sentinel yet. Alright, there's one.
Hide in the people's vans.
I'm in the truck!
Yeah. And you can see it actually, if I turn around, it does have the Hellgas logo on it. See, there it is. Yeah, so it is basically, it is a literal Volkswagen.
I like that Owl will heal you if you riddle with bullets, but won't if you've broken your legs. Right? Like perforated, turned into a sponge, like, oh yeah, no problem. Oh, I fractured my knee.
Well, he has like a
oh,
magnet, so he just sucks the bullets out, which works, but he can't repair your legs.
Oh, it's a fracture. It's just a fracture. I'll help me out. No, I can't do it.
He doesn't have a Band-Aid gun.
Morphine can only do so much, Lucas. Also, yeah, as you can kind of see here, like, this is the point in the game, unfortunately, when the enemies start becoming, like, really massive bullet sponges.
Fortunately, not very smart. I wonder if the level geometry is messing them up too much. These drones are, well, they're not really doing anything. Like, that's like Killzone 1 level of drone danger.
Yeah.
Call up General Lente, have him bring back his
that is the
courage.
kind of the...
Good Lord.
God, no one wants to bring back General Lente in any capacity. but yeah, like, that is the trade-off here in that, like, it pits you up against, like, a bunch of, like, really, really strong and really, really dangerous, like, mechanized units, but, for, like, as, like, craggy and mangled as the level geometry is, like, it at the very least gives you a lot of places to, like, run and hide to. So, effectively, like, you kind of just have to, like, war of attrition your way through a lot of this part.
And I will say, again, because we're doing this so much later than when we started the LP, having now the benefit of playing Shadowfall and Horizon at this point, I'm very impressed at, or baffled? I don't know, baffled. Let's go with baffled. I think the enemy AI in Killzone Shadowfall, the soldiers, is quite good. Humans in Horizon.
Kind of trashy.
Trashy. The robots in Horizon, fun to play.
Jeez.
The robots in Killzone, kind of trashy.
It's like an inverse.
Now, I'm moving forward.
The crash site should be close.
I mean, to be fair, the gunplay in Horizon Zero Dawn is light compared to Killzone Shadowfall.
It's bow
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I hope it's certainly light, given, like,
You can
Horizon's
find
basic
some
premise.
machine guns here and there from the old world.
Those are always fun.
Also, there's another one of those horrifying, like, modern art statues that you can find around Killzone 2 and Killzone 3. But yeah, like, I do kind of have to wonder, like, did they take the same design philosophy for, like, the guns in Horizon that, like, DICE did for, like, Mirror's Edge, where, like, they explicitly said, like, we want to try and encourage the player to be, like, as pacifist and non-violent as possible running your way through this game, so, like, they made the gunplay intentionally as unwieldy as possible to, like, make sure that it was a literal bullet train to self-destruction if you ever picked up a gun.
No, I would say it's just guns are rare in Zero Dawn, right? Like you're either knocking off the turrets that are on the robots, and then you get whatever clip is in there, like 30 shots and good, or like enemies have dug up like old machine gun turrets and they get whatever clip is there, and so you have it as like you pick it up, it's like a turret that's been taken off its tripod in Halo, right? You fire it till it's out of bullets, drop it, and good to go. But like, they're lethal, right? If you're in a cave full of like,
Oh yeah, if it's one of those where if you do get a heavy weapon, it's big grins all around because you're like, I get to fucking annihilate everything. And even like the ones that are on the robots, they're awesome too. The
is it the Ravager?
The disc launcher. Yeah. The disc launcher that's on the T-Rex, and the one that's on the not
Ravager.
the Stalker.
It's Ravager. Is the Ravager like the laser one?
Yeah, the Ravager cannon.
That one's love that.
Yeah, the Ravager cannon. It has got like 70 shots. So if you get one of, and they have two, so it's like if you get one of those, you're just like, whee!
It's magical.
It's a great time.
So it's basically like whenever you come across like the ancient weapons in Breath of the Wild, like it's just given like its durability, like sort of mechanic, like you only have them for a very brief amount of time, but for the time you have them, it's glorious.
Yeah, you just wreck everything.
Also, something I want to just point out real quick regarding the game, we saw that Tyrion is still alive on the dropship here, and all the collectibles of this chapter, and especially this area in particular, literally spell out his entire backstory. Like, they're all basically like audio logs from the guy who finds Tyrion like as a baby in the aftermath of the Terracide that like literally had just happened at that point in history, and like the news clipping that you get here, like straight up says, like, just calls him like the miracle baby who survived the Terracide, and like you get to the end of the article and it names the kid, and it's Vladko Tyrion.
Who's kind of like, reminds me in Children of Men. Bear with me. You two seen Children of Men with Clive?
I have not.
Clive, okay.
I have, yep.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so
Clive
end of the
Owen
world,
and Julianne
right?
Moore, yeah.
People, like, I guess everyone's infertile in that universe, right? There are no babies being born. So there's like this big deal made about the last child born, right? So the youngest human in the world, and when the youngest person is like killed in an accident, it's super tragic, and it's like, oh, the dude's like pushing 40, the like youngest person alive, right? Like, oh, it's sad, right? Some special, not gifted child, but they have the pressures of being that, right? Like, oh, you're the youngest, like, oh, you Vladko Tyrion, right? Oh, so much pressure. Sure, that's what prodded him along to the path he went down.
Basically, yeah, like Tyrion is effectively the last child born on Helgen.
Move! Watch for falling debris.
And so, like, yeah, like it kind of like you get like an intelligence dossier on him, and like it sort of like just explains like this is why he's so anti-Vectin, because like the guy who found him and raised him basically like told him all about like here's what the ISA did to us, and like this is why like your parents and your family and your entire planet is dead now. Like, he's still a complete fucking asshole monster, but like at least you get the context
Some
for it in this
motivation,
chapter.
right?
Yeah.
C. Jacobs remarked about how pretty this game looks, and I'll just bring it up again. In the last video, he made the remark. Yeah. Killzones. Tech demos. Pretty looking games.
I see him. He's leading us right towards the weapon. It's heavily armed. There's no way in unless you disable the mobile scan unit.
I appreciate that the zoom in is just, again, him screaming as usual.
I was going to make a remark about that. Thank you.
It's the only picture that they have of him. Just,
Can't let them use it.
Let's make sure it doesn't come to that.
Alright, let's go ruin someone's day.
every day.